15.
15.
Is this 15?
Baby, episode 15.
Is this 15 in the house?
15.
They're like, why you always start with a different
15
language?
is wild.
15 is great. 15
is great.
Amazing. Congrats, Jay. We out here, man.
Thanks.
What up? Yeah.
Congratulations.
We out here. What it does, y'all.
I feel like what's exciting too is like we have a little bit of like an audience now. Like there's like, you know.
No, I
there's some
appreciate
people,
that,
there's
y'all.
some
I
people
appreciate
watching
that. I
and
really love that. I
dabbling,
love
you know?
that.
Yeah,
Thank you, y'all. For real.
We like you guys. We like the engagement. We
Yeah.
like the comments,
Thank
the
you guys,
conversations.
for real. It's always an enlightenment ride, for real. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
There's
100%.
as we are giving opinions and stuff, man, it's always a exchange. 1,000%. I love that exchange. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It feels like a true edification time.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? So yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for supporting us,
Agreed.
y'all.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Episode
yeah,
15,
What up?
Welcome back to the SideDish
What up?
Podcast,
Side
everybody.
dish.
We're starting off
Side
with
dish, y'all.
High-Low Buffalo. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Oh, can we rock paper scissors this one?
yeah,
that's
rock,
fun,
paper,
right?
Scissors.
We could do it. All right, we're gonna rock paper scissors.
One
right?
round.
One round. Ready?
Rock,
paper, scissors, shoot. We both got scissors, y'all. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ooh.
Paper covers rock. I win. You go first.
All right, fine, I'll go first.
Come on.
I'll go first. High-Low
Yeah.
Buffalo.
High-Low Buffalo.
Hi, the weather.
Ooh.
Weather's nice. Weather's
That's
nice
what I'm
here
saying,
in
Jay. That's what I'm
Utah.
saying.
It's like it's getting up to the 90s now.
I love it. I know people are gonna be like, "Yo, we're about to get scorched," but
It's
yo,
gonna be hot, yeah. But the
I
love
love it.
the pools are opening soon.
Woo!
Big fan of the pools.
I gotta get that summer bod on, bro.
Gotta get the peptides.
Get the
all the
pep-
all the peptides.
Come on, G.
I can't subscribe to peptides because I don't like the idea of shooting myself with a needle is terrifying.
Yeah,
that's the only
no,
thing.
No, I'm afraid of that too.
If I didn't have to shoot myself with a needle, I probably would be like,
you would be like, I'm on it. Let's get it.
yacked on some peptides.
Yacked.
Low. What is the low? Low is I'm like abnormally disorganized right now.
Okay.
Which is stressing me out a little bit. Normally I'm like very on top of like all of my trips and my travel and like I have it all organized and dialed in, and I'm very scattered right now.
Yeah.
And I'm also not doing anything about it. So I don't know. I don't know what that says, but that's the low.
That's the low. I love it. Hey,
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. What up, Buffalo?
Buffalo is. I'm trying to think like what's going. Oh, Buffalo. I'm really digging this new Noah Kahan album. I don't know if you tap into Noah Kahan.
I haven't yet, bro.
I'm a big Noah Kahan fan.
not.
I'm really into this new album.
Okay.
It's like altered my brain chemistry quite a bit.
Tell me the.
It's just like I don't know. It's great. It's like indie folk.
Oh, cool. Can you
like,
please send it to my Spotify?
I thought you were gonna say, "Can you please sing it real quick?" And I was gonna say, "Absolutely,
absolutely not." Nah, send that to my Spotify.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Please, I would love to.
It's good. It's good. And I missed the. I'm bad. I don't go to concerts because I don't understand how to buy tickets.
What do you mean, bro?
Because it's
you
like
don't know how to go to Ticketmaster.com.org.
No, because it's a whole thing now.
Clack,
you have to
click.
get on
What?
there. You have to get on the artist like email list, and then they send out an email, and they're like, "Tickets are available. Here's a code," and then you have to put that code in to be able to get tickets.
Okay, so it's a process.
It's a process, but I just always forget, or I just don't really get it, and so I missed the drop of the tickets. So now I'm gonna have to buy tickets resale. So now I'm gonna have to buy like $500 tickets,
man,
to go see Noah Kahan.
Dang, that's crazy. That's gonna be that's the Buffalo G right there. Come on, Jay. Yeah. What up, y'all? What's up? Okay, so I'm gonna start with let's start with low. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's up?
Start low, high, Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna start low. You know when someone says you want the bad news first or the good news first, you always give them the bad news first. I think, right?
100%.
And then you end. Okay, so 100%. Let's see. Low is these Utah roads, y'all.
Ooh.
These Utah roads have cost me so many different tires, my homies. Do you understand what I'm saying? These roads and these trucks and these rocks have even gotten my windshield cracked like 4 times. I've changed the windshield, bro, and then
haven't.
And that same week, another rock hits my window, bro.
Where are you driving?
Yo, it's Utah roads. It's Utah roads. I'm sorry, y'all. Come on, governors. Come on, y'all. We didn't fix that. We need to
We
fix.
don't need a data center.
Need to
we
fix
need
the
fixed roads.
the roads because I can't
That's
spend
weird.
another dollar on my windshield
Yes.
or my tires. That's why I got a tire guy now. That's why
Yeah,
I'm
you got a
like,
tire
that's why I
guy.
got tire guys and be like, yo, please hook me up. They
Yeah.
even said we need to get him a plan, maybe.
Like a subscription. Like a tire
They need to give him
subscription,
a subscription
100%.
for every time he comes up in here.
100%.
You know,
yeah.
that was my
Yeah.
low, G. That's my low. That was
a good
just my low right there.
It's a
So
valid low.
Utah, fix the roads, please. That sounds like the Why You Mad segment too. Buffalo. Buffalo is you know what? I've been seeing, this is a weird Buffalo, guys, because I'm a little subconscious about my teeth right now. You know, I need to go to the dentist. I need to get that cleaned.
Ooh.
I got to get that. You know what I'm saying? I've been rocking with some some
Yeah.
tar, some tar. I mean, I'm not embarrassed to talk about it, but yeah, I need to get that clean. I'm gonna go get my cleaning. But because of that, my phone has been listening to me and sending me some commercials on this Smile Illumini, this new toothbrush, you guys, that is not just a normal, because right now we just swishing the bacteria in the mouth with the normal ones. Right. So right now, there's a new Smile Illumini toothbrush that is spinning. It's a 360 spin, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Wow.
I'm going to be purchasing it. That's my Buffalo, you guys.
Wow.
My high today is my dance company, my crew, my family, Boom Crew, what it does, click, click, boom. We are actually going into the theater today, Mid-Valley Performance Theater, to actually start painting, doing lighting, really staging. So this is the fun part for me, man. So that's my high, and that is amazing. I'm gonna go to the theater and play, man. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna start Bob Rossing it right there with the paintbrush today.
I love it.
So that's
I love
my
it.
that's my low Buffalo
That's
high,
a good,
y'all. What up?
That's a good low Buffalo
What
high.
up? Low Buffalo high. Yeah.
Agree or disagree? Everybody's favorite section.
Oh snap! Oh snap! Who we
All right.
are we fighting today, Jay? Where we at?
Now that I'm looking at them, maybe.
Yeah.
Now that I'm looking at them again, we're gonna see.
No. We about to squabble up.
All right.
No,
First
here we
up,
go.
this one it's hard to word this one, so hopefully it makes sense.
Okay, please, come on. Make it make sense, 'cause
Agree
you know you
or
gonna mess it up, please. You know you always.
Agree or disagree? You need to have been a professional dancer to be a competitive dance judge.
So.
Does that make sense?
Yes. So yeah. So you for you to be judge, for you
Yeah,
to be
for
able
you to
to
be a
judge somebody,
competitive judge.
you need to have been
A professional,
a professional
dancer.
dancer.
Agree or disagree?
Okay. So yeah. Okay. Let's go. Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Boom. Boom. I'm going like this. I'm going like this.
I'm going to
Hey,
disagree.
So listen, guys.
Jeff is going
I'm
in
doing.
between.
I'm
I'm
flipping.
going disagree.
Mine is red and green. Red and green. Red and green. Red and
I'm
green.
going
red and
disagree.
green.
Who wants
Number
to take
one,
it?
I'll take it. I'll
You wanna
take it. I'll
take
take it. I'll do a quick take on
Take
this,
it.
y'all. I'm doing the spinning action right now, obviously in between. Why? Because I say yes. You know, it would be nice to know that in the field that you're being judged at, that there's someone that is very relatable to your scene, relatable to your culture.
Yeah.
Someone that is like someone that can give some further insight into that world because they've been diving into it as a professional dancer, as a professional, you know, as a, you know, and I mean, we can go deeper as far as like when you become professional, right? Because it's like technically you're professional when you start getting paid for jobs, you know. But yes, but then I also flipped no, because you can have insight from anybody and everybody. And anybody can give you any type of critique, even if they're not dabbled into that career, and you can still pull away some amazing insight from that person.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm in between. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
It's-
fair.
It's for sure.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think I went disagree. I think personal. I feel like I always am. Mine's always personal.
Yes.
Mine's always personal.
Tell them why you mad, Jay.
No, but because I've had I've had people judge my routines that had like really great resumes, and they were really bad judges.
Ooh,
and so I feel like there's just not
that
a
yin
it's
and yang
there isn't
right
like
there,
a core
G.
there isn't
Come
like a
on now.
connection of like
Yeah.
just because you've danced professionally means you're a really
Means
good
you're-
judge.
Ooh, that's the same. Yep, I agree.
But I do agree
I
that
agree.
like
I agree.
I think I would say that like if you're going to be a judge, you should have had
Yeah.
some extent of like performance experience, studio experience,
Yes.
teaching
What is your?
experience,
Yes, I
like
agree.
all
I
of
agree.
the above.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
like
I
there
agree.
should be some sort
I
of
agree.
like beyond just you were like a competitive dancer.
I agree.
You know what
totally,
I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I think
yeah.
you definitely
Absolutely.
need to have something after high school
Yeah.
to like point to and be like, this is where my experience is from.
Yeah. I
But
agree.
yeah, I don't know.
I like that. It's
I
the
think if
same
you're
notion,
I
bro. It's
think
the same notion
100%.
of not every great performer is an
Yes.
amazing
Yes.
teacher, you know.
Yeah.
Not every you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That it's the same line, bro.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Yeah. I
Next
love
up,
that.
we've got one that I see pop up often, and
Uh-oh.
it's one that just doesn't compute in my brain. But agree or disagree, music matters when it comes to your choreography on stage and how the judges and the audience are seeing it.
That has some depth to it, bro.
Yeah.
I love that. So music matters in this grand scheme of how the audience is perceiving
Yep.
the number and
Yep.
everything. Okay,
Yep.
I love that.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bung, 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 bung. We
Agree.
both got agree. We agreed on that. We ain't
agreed on
fighting.
agreeing.
We ain't squabbling. No Kendrick.
No.
Oh.
Sheesh.
Gee, we agree on that. Absolutely, music matters.
Yeah, I think
yeah, I agree.
I think it's like it's the like music taps into the human connection of your audience and your
Yeah,
judges. So
yeah.
like if it's a song like that they're really into or like they can connect to or is really interesting, I think automatically that adds a layer of like interest and like
it does.
an intrigue that isn't there otherwise.
Yeah.
Now, I think there is like where I would qualify with this is like I don't necessarily think that like if you use an overused song or you use you know what is deemed as a bad song
Okay.
is necessarily going to negatively affect your score or your audience's perception. But I think that like by using a song that is a little bit more appealing to the audience, you're just putting yourself in a better starting point.
Yeah.
Is kind of my thoughts.
Yeah, and it could be subjective too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because of, like you just said, there's layers to each each song played and danced to and
100%,
created to.
Yeah.
So, for the viewer, it's gonna be a personal experience and a personal ride, right? They're gonna sit there and experience that song. If there's any type of nostalgic energy from it, that might better the. But yeah, I definitely feel like also the artist needs to be open and surrender to the to the journey as well as we are. Like, so as the song is being played, what are we seeing? What is being perceived? How they are creating the visual for us to come alive and feel that music, right?
Yeah,
so anyway,
for sure.
But I love that one, bro.
Well,
Music
and I think
is
too, like I always tell kids too, and just like people in general, even choreographers, like if you use a song that is really overused, then your audience and your judges are going to view that song in comparison to every other time they've seen that used.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah.
So it's and it's not like you're being judged.
And you're speaking
against,
specifically in the competition season.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
But I think even in a performance setting,
yes,
like even
if
in
you
a
hear
live
a song that is
performance
constantly playing,
or if you saw another great piece to a song,
and
then it comes out on stage at a show or something, you're gonna think about that really great piece.
Yes.
And then subconsciously you're gonna start comparing the two.
Yeah.
Which I think is just something, at bare minimum, it's something interesting to be aware of.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah, I like that one.
one.
Come on, man.
Good
Music matters. Music matters.
Agree or disagree? If you have a concern, you should tell your teacher, choreographer, director, one of the above.
Okay. And then so if you have a concern, any type of concern in the dance dance
I think we could
room,
span the gamut here, even if like you're in the industry
or
you're like at a
studio. We like this.
If you have a concern, or you have an issue, you should approach that issue.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boom. We got that green. We
agreed.
Why did you think we were gonna fight today? Nah, bro.
No,
this
not
is
us.
it.
I didn't know if maybe the audience would disagree, but I feel like the audience will agree with us. I feel like we're being a little like
you gotta
being nice.
No,
today.
I think definitely to not let any issue linger, you guys.
Yeah.
You know,
Advocate for yourself.
Advocate for yourself. Now, it's all about the delivery, though, right?
Ooh.
It's all about the delivery to me because I'm down to I'm always down for transparent communication all the way. Not holding back, right? So it has to do with delivery and it has to do with what? Timing.
Yeah, 100%.
So those two things, those two elements, I mean, we could keep going, but really for me, when it comes to expressing or whatever that concern is, delivery, timing, and patience.
100%.
I just added 3. That was it. 3 things when you're doing those things, right? And to who? Because you don't know. Again, that's all I got to say. That's
no,
why
I think
I'm saying
that's valid.
that's really what
I think that's valid. And I think
yeah.
the delivery thing is so key. Because like when I'm like chatting with people about issues they're having and like I tell them to go talk to their teacher or go talk to their director, I'm always like, you gotta kind of butter them up a little bit, you know?
Yeah. I mean, and you butter up. I mean, you gotta put some butter on that.
You do.
Yeah. You know? But
because like if I come to you and I'm just like, hey Jeff, I hate your choreography.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
How do we
yes.
fix it,
Okay.
right?
Yes. I see what you're saying.
Like,
Exactly.
But if I'm like,
yes.
Hey Jeff, love the piece.
Yes.
The piece this year.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah.
What could I do to be in a better position in the routine?
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
Because now it's not like.
But what
I'm
if
not
you
complaining.
didn't really like the piece? Are you saying that we should make that up for me? Because then I would rather not that person make it up if they really did not.
No,
like
I think if you don't like the piece, that's just a personal thing you got to deal with.
So don't. I mean, I would be like, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Come to me.
Because you're gonna do stuff you don't like the choreography. 100%.
You know what I would do, Jay? Sometimes when I have some conversations with like the homies or whoever, students, whoever, I would literally start the conversation like this. What's up, Jay? Thanks for coming and kicking it with me, man. Just before we start, man, I just want you to know that I know that whatever I say to you, I understand there's going to be a reflection on myself. That there's going to be a mirror. That's always going to teach me whatever I'm about to tell the Jay. So whatever I'm about to say to you during this our one-on-one, I know that there's a mirror standing right in front of each other. It's not just you. I know that I'm talking. It's gonna come back to me. Whatever I'm gonna say, I'm gonna have to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm like, hey Jay,
100%.
I need you to work harder, Jay, in the rehearsal space. I've seen you slacking off a little bit. I'm also saying that to myself as well. I'm also giving myself that note. Because I need to follow through while I talk to Jay about this. So I do let people know in the room this kind of stuff. But again, right, delivery,
I like that.
to know
delivery,
delivery, and also let them know that there is a transparent space and that it's
100%.
So I like that, and being patient with delivering what you want to say, making sure you leave. I would say, Anyway, there's levels to that. There's levels to addressing. Because what if everyone's like, Jay is scary to go talk to?
Yeah.
How do I go talk to Jay?
A lot of people feel that way.
How do I go talk to Jay?
Not about me, but like just about.
But how do
their superiors?
What will we say? What will we say then? What do you say?
I think you have to break that ice. You have to break that barrier because I think a lot of times it's not as scary as you think it is. And if it is, if the response is scary, then that also tells you that may not be the space that you need to be existing in. You know what I'm saying? Like. If I respectfully come to you with a piece of feedback, or not even a piece of feedback,
come on.
If I just respectfully come to you with a piece of information, and your response is a certain type of way, then that's a clear indicator to me of like, all right, cool, this is probably not a space.
It's telling. It's telling.
You know,
it might be, but it might not. Some people like the coach being like, hey, But some people don't like that space.
Some people don't like it. Yeah,
they don't like. I love that. That was great, bro. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Cheese.
Dance is not scalable. That's what we're talking about today. Shout out to
good one. Good topic. Dance is not
Brazil.
Scalable.
I think that's this creator's name. She's created some videos before that I've seen. This one's from the end of last year. I had never seen it, but I found it, and it's an interesting video. So I'm gonna play it, and then we'll talk about it.
perspective are one of the only people in the entertainment industry that are fully and completely aware that their job has almost zero scalability, yet most of dancers refuse to branch out and show themselves fully and all of their capabilities. There seems to be this common theme that the moment that a professional dancer shares a little bit more of themselves and shares other things that they're interested in, other capabilities, the industry somewhat assumes that they're no longer interested in hustling and bustling for, the check. So I get why dancers are hesitant. But I will say this. If you know that you love to dance and you know that you want to be a professional, and that's great, like, go for it, right? 100%. But you will only be punished by not sharing the other aspects of your capabilities, because it's like you're constantly feeding into this like barrel that is like that has a hole at the bottom, and you're expecting that bucket to fill up, but it can't because there's a hole in the bucket. So that's what dance feels like to me as a profession at the moment. Not dance for the sake of dance. Dance as a profession.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a great video.
The
first person that came to my mind was Tim Milgram.
Ooh, yes.
Absolute
T Millie, yes.
I think that's a prime example of like, chase your dream, do the thing, but don't subdue other passions that you might have.
That's right. Because
he was a dancer.
Different. Yes,
he
look
was
at that.
a
Look at
dancer.
that.
And then he also loved film, and he found a spot. He found a way to integrate the two.
Yes.
And then ended up becoming like, one of the first kind of like, I don't know what you would call that, like influencer, videographer,
pretty cool. Yeah,
he was the guy.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to do a concept video in LA,
it's T Millie, baby, T Millie.
And if you had a T Millie video, it was like,
absolutely. I love that.
That's the first thing that came to my mind.
It's true, but I love what she's saying. It's like, what? Like, we have so many different special gifts in us that we can literally share, and it doesn't stop at just movement and just dancing. Yes, dance is there, but it's going to be perspective. If you can see dance as just the tool, like a tool strictly for your self-advice, for you to grow, edify, shed, gain, the whole nine. That's your cap also. But then how are we scaling that extra than that? No, we got different things. Directing, videographer, choreographing. There's different lanes that I think we should express and explode and not just stay as she's saying.
And I think what she's saying ultimately is valid.
It's beautifully valid.
I don't think
gosh.
there's necessarily like a clear, we can point to a number and say like, this is where a dancer stops. But like in every nook of the industry, whether you're on a company, whether you're on a tour, there is sort of a ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
There is like a top end.
Yes.
And that top end can be viable depending on where you live. But like, I mean, I had a conversation a few months ago when all of the Timothée Chalamet stuff was going down with a former principal dancer for the San Francisco Ballet. And he was talking about how, that was in essence the peak of his career. And it still was not enough money for them to live in San Francisco. So it's like, just being a dancer is not as viable as people think, with a caveat. And I was thinking about this recently. Depending on what your life goals are.
Boom.
Like if you want to like have a family, support a family, buy a home, buy a car, could you do that solely as a dancer? Maybe.
Yeah.
But it would be really tricky. And then eventually you can only dance on tour for so long.
But that means that they're having to do some side gigs, some side opportunities.
You have to diversify
that. That's what it is.
And that's what she's kind of saying.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think she's right that a lot of dancers feel like they have to hide those other aspects of their life or those other interests they have because it somehow makes them seem less interested in the dancing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, she hit it on the nose, bro. She hit it on the nose. It's like, it's
a good thought.
It's an amazing thought.
Great thought.
I love that. Yeah.
Shout out to her.
Bravo, G. Come on.
The other thing we're talking about here today is So You Think You Can Dance officially
Woo,
ends after
what?
18 seasons.
Wow, but bravo. Hats off. 18 seasons. Congratulations,
Yeah.
y'all. That is epic. That is epic.
So
It's epic.
basically,
I love that.
this is the last season of So You Think You Can Dance was 2024.
Okay, yeah.
And this is basically Rob Wade. He is the, what does it say up here? He's the network president for Fox Television. He basically has said that there is no plans for a future So You Think You Can Dance season. And
it's
for
done
reference,
an amazing run. You know what I'm saying?
100%,
It's done an
100%.
amazing run. I think, and personally too. I mean, have you tried out for that?
I did.
Have you,
I did audition.
What
for
season? What season? Did
I don't
you
remember
try?
what
You don't
season
remember?
it was, and it was very like I wasn't planning on auditioning.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But Jesse Sykes,
Yeah,
shout out
yeah,
Jesse
yep,
Sykes.
yep. Shout out, man.
He was
Wave
like, he
master.
hit me up like the week before and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna drive and audition for So You Think." He had gotten like because in the past, and we'll talk about this new season, but in the past seasons, they started doing where they would kind of like pre-screen people a little bit off of the internet, and they would give them like an invite to come audition.
Oh, cool. I see what you're saying.
And so, because when you go to the audition, there's different rounds.
Yeah.
And basically, you would get to skip some of the rounds.
Okay.
And get a little bit further.
Man,
so he had that.
Yeah, I was during the OG time, during Twitch's season.
Yeah,
man. I
when you just
literally-
showed up and
comfort
just, like-
and all that, like
Yeah.
straight up. That was
You just
I
showed
felt
up and
like,
auditioned.
Woo! Showed up raw, organic vibes.
For producers first or straight to the judges?
Producers
Okay.
in
And
the
then judges.
room, but
Yeah.
but not a screen like Instagram screen like you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like go to
Yeah.
the producers, then go to judges.
Yes.
Then go to the thing, then get cut into the groups. Then
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
We went
Yeah.
rounds.
Yeah,
Rounds,
no.
stamina, endurance.
I got
you
to
live,
do-
don't die off.
This was my experience.
What? I caught Bell's palsy.
Stop it.
What? Half of my face was gone, G. I'm not blaming So You Think It Is.
This was
I'm
my
just saying. I was like,
This
yeah.
was my experience, and like I don't have any complaints because I didn't really care. But like, I sat in a room for 6 hours,
ooh.
and then after 6 hours, they divided us into groups. They were like, "All right, where are the hip hop dancers?" Yada yada. And then they brought us into a room in our groups, and we were lined up in like lines of 18 or something. And then just one at a time, they would
Go
play a
freestyle,
song,
go
and we would just come out and freestyle.
Yeah.
And I'm just, that's not my time to shine.
See,
That's not the place for me. That is
yeah,
not like,
yeah.
I don't shine in that type of setup. So as soon as
So
I
you
finished,
didn't get the golden Vegas ticket?
as
No,
soon as
you
I
didn't?
finished my round, I was like, yeah, that's a wrap. I was like, that's a wrap.
I love that.
Because
I
it was
love
just
that.
like everybody was like flipping
Yeah.
around desks
Yeah.
and like
at that time
backflipping
too,
off the
at that
walls
time,
and
bro.
stuff.
Yeah. At that time, I feel like I was definitely in my younger age for sure, guys. Yeah, world. I'm 41. 41 to full, y'all. But first
So
of all,
old.
shut up. But yeah, man, I caught some stress for sure because I just wanted it so bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was different back then.
I definitely wanted it.
was different
Like,
back
you know,
then.
it was like,
But you were like in it. You had.
I was
you
so
had a
in
chance.
it, bro.
Yeah.
I was so inside
See,
of it.
I didn't even.
I
have
had
a
like
chance.
I was like trying to get what I got the Vegas ticket and
Yeah,
everything. And
yeah.
anyway, it was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
But at that time, you're still learning about. For me, at least, I was still learning about the industry. I was still
Yeah.
learning about myself and
Yeah,
dance,
yeah.
and I didn't auditioning stuff. I was still learning. Like,
Yeah.
so it was really brand new to me. And
Did you ever think about doing it again?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did it again?
No, I thought.
Oh,
about
you
it.
thought about
Yeah. But then my perspective and my goals changed. You know.
Yeah.
And
that's fair.
so it was just
That's
different,
fair.
but it was still a good round, man. But yeah.
But yeah, this is interesting, and I mean, for those that maybe are unfamiliar, when a network has a show, they keep it kind of like, even if they're not doing seasons, that show could just be kind of like shelved or like in the sort of nether. Basically, this article is saying that it's not even shelved at this point. It's pretty much it's pretty much done.
Wow.
I know
Hats
that
off,
they
though,
were I know that
man.
they were struggling with like ratings and just like viewership towards the latter seasons. And then the most recent season, I think I think they communicated the most recent
I didn't even
season
get to
really
see
poorly.
this one, Jay. I didn't really see it. I just know of
It was very
like I said,
strange.
and I know they keep evolving. They kept evolving it, right?
So the
You know,
new season,
but I mean,
they had like, I don't remember how many people it was that went past auditions. Maybe 20. Let's say 20.
Okay.
And it was like 10 boys and 10 girls.
Okay.
And then they had them live in different houses.
Oh,
so there was
was
like
it a real world situation?
There was like
G?
a boys' house and a girls' house.
Do you remember the real world?
I remember the real world. And then
Yo.
and then and then they would do challenges.
Okay.
So they would do like a music video challenge.
Okay.
And then they would do like a live performance challenge.
Okay.
And they had to like basically show that they could dance in the industry.
Okay.
There was a lot of problems. One was
So they had the typical like the fights in the house. Who's
well,
gonna be the?
so that
it's
was one
like-
of the problems. Is I think because of the I think because of some of the people's ages. I think that was the reason for this.
Got you.
Because I think there were some people that were like 17.
Okay.
They couldn't have the boys and the girls in the same house.
I hear you.
So they had them in a separate house, and then they would bring them together for like breakfast, and they would try to like. There was like one consistent kind of plot throughout the show, which was
Okay.
that like two of the dancers were like in like they liked each other.
Okay. So they turned it into a series,
They tried
like
to.
a Netflix
The
show
problem
situation.
is, from my
They-
understanding, speaking to people that were on the show, the dancers did not want to participate in that
in the
component.
drama essence, right?
And they
In
did.
that-
I
okay,
guess they
okay,
weren't
okay,
fully
okay.
aware that was a part of it, and so they were basically like, they weren't giving much to the producers on that end.
I see,
So
I
majority
see.
of there wasn't a lot of footage in the house.
I
So
see.
then it just kind of felt weird. The other thing I think they dropped the ball on is they just did not explain any of this. Like they started the show with no explanation of what was happening.
Like there wasn't a host that was like, "We got 12 dancers in the house,
Exactly.
making it happen. We're going to have them."
So
do
I think a lot of the
like,
audience,
I see you,
including myself,
We're
a lot
little
of the audience
confused.
went into it thinking that we were watching So You Think You Can Dance Like It Used to be.
Yep.
And we weren't prepared for it to be so different.
No.
The other part that was very odd is they didn't actually audition anybody. So everybody was casted.
Okay.
Even the people that auditioned were casted.
Okay.
And
It's
then
because they were part of the series, they were showing up on
and
the
then
series.
they
Okay,
just
yeah, yeah.
and then they just auditioned the people that were casted. For
casted.
the
I
show.
hear you. I hear you.
Some of the, I mean, this was always no. I actually,
Entertainment.
Actually, I don't
Yes,
feel
come
like this
on.
is true. I feel like it used to be genuine feedback from the judges. The judges used to give actual feedback, and like it felt authentic. It felt like the most scripted feedback of all time.
Wow.
Like it was really uncomfortable, the dialogue.
Wow.
That the
I gotta
judges
chime
had.
in. I gotta chime in now that it's on a right.
And yeah, I just think I
gotta
think
chime in
I
and check it
honestly
out. I'm gonna check it out.
For me, I liked the idea of them doing challenges. I thought that was a cool component.
Yeah.
I just think the execution was bad.
Was okay,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
execution was
yeah,
bad.
yeah. But again, hats off to them, man. 18 seasons.
18 seasons.
18
yeah.
seasons. I say congratulations.
Yeah.
I say y'all.
Yeah.
What?
Congratulations.
That was amazing.
The other thing we're talking about today, this is probably where we'll finish the episode today, is this article from Dance Magazine. I thought it was Dance Spirit, but this is dancemagazine.com. The title of the article is "Are Luxury Brands Becoming Dance's Most Important Patrons?" Patrons. They mark 2020 as kind of the start of this trend, and they point to Van Cleef and Arpels. They did a Dance Reflections, which was a program supporting contemporary dance creation. That has so far presented dance festivals in cities including London, New York, Seoul, Hong Kong, Los Angeles, and Kyoto.
Dope.
And then they also touched on, in 2021, Chanel established the Chanel Next Prize, which awards 100,000 euros to creatives, including choreographers from across the globe every 2 years.
Nice.
I unplugged our little feed here. And this is an interesting article. Basically, what's happening is like luxury brands are starting to fund dance projects and starting to support the arts.
I love that.
And,
I love that. Why?
They do talk about in this article that like dance funding as a whole, arts funding as a whole, has significantly dropped. Especially here in the States with this current administration, a lot of arts funding was pulled. and they are trying to pull even more. And also from this article, which I wasn't aware of, this is, I guess, also happening in other countries as well.
Oh.
So other countries like Europe, where the arts
Cool.
were very supported, they are even starting to see cuts in the arts as well.
So,
And so these luxury brands, the luxury brands have responded saying that they did not intentionally step in to try to fix this problem, but
Okay.
they just kind of ended up being a solution to it.
Oh, cool.
And then also on the kind of the cynical side, there's some people saying that like this is purely just a tax thing, like they're just trying to write off income on
whatever.
taxes.
I mean, yes. I can see
I'm
that.
with you.
I can see
I think
that.
where you're going makes
whatever.
sense.
I'm like,
Yeah.
If it is, if that's the case that they're doing it, like, yeah, this,
Yeah.
whatever, whatever. But also, I am grateful that this is part. Yeah, even if they're not trying to step in to save the day, but yeah, thank you for still supporting the arts.
It's acting
Thank
as
you.
a
It's
solution,
acting. Yeah, it's acting as a solution. I love
Somewhat.
that. You know,
Well, and I think
maybe
we're-
is there, and who knows what their, what their intentions is. Maybe because maybe some of them are artists. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know, like I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, and they do talk about that. Some of the owners, I guess, were heavily involved
Look
with
at
the
that.
arts
Look at
before
that. Look
they
at that. Look
started
at
the
that.
companies.
Look at that. See?
And I think there
See?
also has forever been
See?
crossover between like fashion,
Yep,
jewelry,
see?
and the arts.
Yep.
And so I think the synergy makes sense.
Yeah.
And I also think that, unfortunately, from an art standpoint, we're getting to a point where we kind of got to take what we can take.
Yeah.
In terms of
Exactly.
if that's the funding that's available, if we're able to, if shows are being able to be produced by these companies, regardless of what their intentions are,
Yeah.
we kind of are getting to a point where that's kind of what it has to be, because the arts, the arts are struggling right now.
Yeah.
Show like
Yeah.
ticket sales are down.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like all, and it's not to get in the feel. I know everybody gets in their feelings about all this stuff. It's not that necessarily that like, I don't necessarily think it's as simple as saying that people don't care anymore. I think it's that, one, the funding has dried up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Two, everybody's so stretched thin with all of their own stuff
Everything else.
that it's just like,
as well,
people
yeah.
just aren't, it's not a big to-do to go see a live performance anymore.
Mm.
It's I barely go to the movies anymore.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, I would also say, depending where you at too, right? I mean, I guess in our lay of land, it's not like we have a whole bunch of Broadway shows coming here.
no,
Like we do have
no.
some shows. Yeah, we do. We do have,
But
at the
I
Hale, but
mean,
it's not like
even
crazy.
We do have
and-
Hale Theater,
but it's
you
not like
I mean,
New
you
York
even
City.
look at Vegas and like
Yes,
there's
like all those
shows getting
yeah,
cut
yeah,
left
yeah,
and
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Like
Is
there's
are
there's
they
shows
really cutting out?
there's
right?
shows
Oh,
like
see,
ending left and right.
Yeah,
And I think
yeah.
it depends,
Yeah.
right? Like, to your point, there are shows that are doing very, very well.
Yes.
But we're
yes.
also seeing these legacy shows that are starting to phase out
Yeah.
that were really long-standing shows. So I don't know. It's interesting. I think we're in a very interesting place, and I think this article is particularly really,
Yeah.
really interesting. So
yeah.
definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Again, this is on
Gee,
dancemagazine.com.
Let's go.
So check
Shout out
that
Dance Mag. Let's go.
Um,
Bop, bop, bop.
I don't know. You got any last thoughts?
I love to always say this with my homies. Whenever you having a crazy, crazy, crazy day, upside down, left, right, remind yourself you are capable and of infinite worth, my homies. You can do it. Take a breather. It's always about that delivery, patience, and timing, my homies. And yeah, thanks for kicking it with us on a side dishy. Yeah. Gee.
Episode 15, y'all. We'll see you in
Keep
the next one.
saying.